Hi there, welcome to part 2 of the tutorial for Daisy Boater Hat toddler size. In the previous video we did the sides and now we'll do the top piece and the brim. So we'll start from the top piece first. And what we'll do now is take our 4mm crochet hook and we'll make a magic circle in the same way we did when doing the granny squares. And then we'll do 6 single crochets in this magic circle. So after we have 6 single crochets done, we'll pull on this tail here to close this loop, just like so. Now this entire top piece will crochet in a spiral, mainly to not have that seam visible. So to crochet in a spiral, we'll go into the very first stitch from our previous round and do the first stitch for our second round. So we'll do 1 single crochet here. And this will be the first stitch for our second round. And we want to mark that, so we'll place a stitch marker into this stitch. So we'll know where one round begins and the next one starts. Then, in order to do a flat circle, we have to increase this round by 6. And we'll do that by placing 2 single crochets into one, all around, for the entire row 2. So each stitch from round 1 will be worked into twice. And by the end of the round, you should have 12 stitches total. So just go around placing 2 single crochets into one until you have 12 stitches total and you've reached that stitch marker. If you have more or less stitches, that means you either skipped some stitches or you worked into one stitch more than twice. If that center part tends to open up on you, just pull on that tail and close it right up. And this is what your second round should look like. Then we'll remove that stitch marker and start our third round by doing 1 single crochet into that first stitch, and then we'll put our stitch marker back. Now, as I said, to achieve that flat circle, we'll have to increase each next round by 6. And to do that for our third round, we have to place 1 single crochet in between each increase. So we basically do 1 single crochet followed by an increase all around for the entire round 3. So one stitch we work into once and then the next stitch we work into twice. And by the end of the round 3, you should have 18 single crochets total. Now that we have 18 stitches and we finished round 3, we'll start our next round, which again will be increasing by 6 stitches. So remove that stitch marker and work into that first stitch. Then place the stitch marker back, and And now to achieve having 6 extra stitches for this round, we'll have to move our increase 1 stitch further. And by that I mean that we'll be doing 2 single crochets and then an increase. So this was my first single crochet, and now I'll go on to the next stitch and do 1 more single crochet. And then into our third stitch we'll do that increase. So for the entire round we are doing 2 single crochets followed by an increase. And you're going to have 24 stitches total. So finish off this round on your own, pause and meet me back at the beginning of the next round. This is what you should have after the 4th round completed. And now we'll start our 5th round. So we'll remove that stitch marker and work into that very first stitch. And again, this will be our first stitch for this round. Put the stitch marker back, and now we'll do 3 single crochets and then an increase. So maybe by now you could have picked up the pattern, how for the 2nd round we did increases every stitch, 3rd round we increased every 2nd stitch, in the 4th round we increased every 3rd stitch, and now we are increasing every 4th stitch. And that's basically how we do our increases for the flat circle. Next round we'll increase every 5th stitch, then every 6th stitch, and so on. I think you get the idea. So again, go ahead and finish this round. You'll have 30 stitches total. Pause and meet me back once you're done because I want to show you one more thing, and then you can finish this top piece on your own. Okay, so after the 5th round, this is how your work should look like so far. And you can maybe notice that our supposed circle is forming into a hexagon, and you are getting these corners right here. And as you go further with your rows, they'll become more prominent. And this is due to us placing our increases in the same place each round. So the thing that we could do to fix that is doing something that is called staggering increases. So we'll basically start every row a bit differently. And then after the first increase, we'll continue with the regular sequence of single crochets and increases for that round. So what I mean by that is we'll take this round as an example where we have to do 4 single crochets and then an increase. So we won't start with 4 single crochets, but we'll start with 2 single crochets and we'll place that stitch marker back, and then we'll do an increase. And like this, you won't have all the increases in the same line every row. And now we'll continue with our pattern for this round, which is 4 single crochets and then an increase. So it's that simple. You just switch up the way we start our rounds. And after the increase, we'll go back to the pattern we're supposed to follow for that round. So for the next round, you might want to do 4 single crochets, increase, and then go back to the pattern for that round, which will be 5 single crochets and an increase, and so on. Again, I do have a written pattern with all the steps available on my website, so I would highly recommend checking that one out if you find this confusing. So you can go ahead and finish this round on your own and then do 4 more rounds. Again, each round we should have 6 extra stitches. And by the round 10, you'll have 60 single crochets total. So do a total of 10 rounds, pause the video and meet me back once you're done. Okay, here I have all of my 10 rounds completed, and I've also steamed and ironed it. And now I'll just quickly go over what we did so far. So for the first round we did 6 single crochets into the magic circle. Then we did all increases, so we placed 2 single crochets into 1 stitch all around. Then for the round 3 we did 1 single crochet, 1 increase. Then for the round 4 we did 2 single crochets followed by an increase. The round 5 we did 3 single crochets, then an increase. Round 6 we did 4 single crochets followed by an increase all around. For the round 7 we did 5 single crochets followed by an increase. And then for the round 8 we did 6 single crochets followed by an increase. Round 9 we had 7 single crochets, 1 increase all around. And finally round 10, 8 single crochets followed by an increase all around. And for this last round we should have total of 60 stitches. Now as you can see here we have this stitch that is sticking out, and we'll bring it to the same level of the previous round by slip stitching few stitches. So I'll do 3 slip stitches only, and as you can see that we already brought this last row at the same level with the previous one. Now I'll just cut my yarn and pull it out like so. And again we'll just close this off as we did before. And then we'll hide that tail in the back. And as you can see, again we have this very nice connection here that is almost seamless. Now we'll connect this top piece to our sides, and I'll just zoom out a bit so you can see better. So we have our sides here and the top, and we'll slip stitch them together. Now if you remember, our top edge of the hat is the one that has 60 stitches, and that's how many stitches we also have on the last round of our top piece. So it's quite important that those match. So we'll place the top here, again turning the side that has 60 stitches around. And I'll get the raffia, the same color. And now we'll slip stitch these basically in the same way we did with our granny squares, going through the back loop only. And we'll do that for the both sides. One thing that you have to remember is that you always go first into the loop on the sides and then the loop on the top piece. Then grab that new piece of raffia and pull through. Now again into the back loop of this stitch, then into the back loop of the stitch on the opposite side and slip stitch. So we'll be slip stitching into each stitch all around, and you should have 60 slip stitches total, with no extra stitches left on each piece. So as I said just a second ago, that we'll always go first into the loop of the side, and then we'll go into the loop on the top piece. And that is just so that we have this nice braided design in the front of your work. And this is basically what we have to do all around, just slip stitching through back loops of these stitches. Making sure you don't miss any, or work into the same stitch twice, because by doing that, at the end, our number of stitches won't match, and you will end up having extra stitches on either side. So go ahead and slip stitch all the way around. Again, you should have 60 slip stitches total. Pause and meet me back once you're done. Okay, now that I have only few of these stitches left, I just want to show you how if you align them properly, they'll be matching. And you won't have any extra stitches on either side. So you can see how I have here 2 stitches left on the bottom and 2 stitches left on the top. So go ahead and slip stitch through back loops of these stitches. Now I can pull this loop up a bit, and I'm going to cut my yarn and pull the tail out completely. And again, connect just as we did before. And then you can pull that tail to the back, which we'll weave in later. So this is what you should have after the top piece is attached. Now you can see how it's not laying very flat, and this is mostly because these slip stitches we did around the edge are quite tight. So what you can do is just kind of pull on them and try to stretch them as much as possible. And then also I'll be steaming and ironing a bit, so it forms a nice shape. And then we'll go on to doing our final step, which is the brim. Okay, this is what my work looks like after steaming, and you can see already the huge difference that makes, and everything looks neat and even. At this point, before we add the brim, I just want to weave these ends in. So I'll get my tapestry needle and I'll just go behind these stitches, hiding the ends as best as I can. And I'll do this with all of my ends. Okay, now that I have all the ends weaved in, we'll start working on our brim. So now for the brim part, our first round we'll be working into these front loops only. So we'll do each one of our stitches for the entire round 1, working through the front loops only. So I'll get the new piece of yarn, feed it through any of the stitches on the bottom edge, like so, and I'll get my tail. We did this for our granny squares if you remember, so wrap the tail around the hook, yarn over, and pull through. And this will count as our first stitch. Now we'll have to increase for our brim as well. And we'll do that by basically picking up where we left off on the top piece. So on the top piece, the last round had 8 single crochets and then an increase. Now we'll do 9 single crochets followed by an increase all around. The only difference is that the brim will be increasing by 7 stitches instead of 6. And we should probably place that stitch marker on our first stitch, which you can spot easily on the first round, but as we go it will be harder to tell where one round ends and the new round begins. So having that stitch marker there will be very helpful. And then we'll continue doing our 9 single crochets. As I said, we're just continuing our pattern of increases from where we left off on the top. And for our first round of the brim, we'll be increasing every 10th stitch. So 9 single crochets followed by an increase. And again, we're working only through the front loop. So again, go ahead and finish this round. You should have 79 stitches total. Pause the video and meet me back once you're done. So I'm here at the end of our first round for the brim, where we were placing one increase into each 10th stitch. So for the entire round we did 9 single crochets followed by an increase, and we did that sequence 7 times. Now I'll do one more single crochet, and then again we'll be crocheting into a spiral, just as we did with our top piece. So go into the very first stitch of our previous round and do one single crochet. And we'll mark this stitch as our first stitch of the second round. Now again we'll continue with our brim, and on this round we'll be increasing every 11th stitch. And again, to avoid having increases in the same place, we can actually start this round with an increase first, and then we'll do 10 single crochets. So the sequence for this round is increase followed by 10 single crochets all around. And again, as I said, we just have to switch how we start the round if we want to avoid those corners forming, which won't look nice on our hat at all. And we want this brim to be as straight as possible and have no bumps or weird edges. So go ahead now and finish this round, doing 10 single crochets and an increase all around, and then do 5 more rows. Each next row moving the increase one stitch further. So round 3 will have 11 single crochets and then an increase, then round 4 12 single crochets and an increase, and so on. Remembering to start each round a bit differently to maintain a circle shape. Okay, now that we have all 7 rows completed, this is what our hat should look like so far. I just want to mention as well that our last rounds should finish in the same line where we started the first round. If it doesn't, you can just add few stitches. So you'll have exactly 7 rows all around from whichever point you count. And now lastly, we'll be adding ridgeline on the edge of the brim to help it stay as flat as possible. So what we'll do here is just single crochet over this ridgeline all around, doing only single crochets without any increases. So I've already cut my ridgeline to the length of my edge here. And what I'll do is I'll place this ridgeline like so, and then go into that next stitch, yarn over and single crochet. So we'll just continue single crocheting into a spiral and just work into that stitch that follows. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over again and pull through both loops. And as I said, no increases for this round, only single crochets, and you should have 128 stitches total. So go ahead and single crochet all around this ridge line. Pause and meet me back to show you how to finish off. So here I have few stitches left. We'll go ahead and secure this ridge line edges, and I'll do that by taping over them. So just get a little piece of Scotch tape and go over those edges, taping them together like so. This will secure them and will also help in holding up that round shape. I'll take another piece just to make sure it won't fall apart or pull out as we crochet over it. Now that we did that, we can continue single crocheting those few remaining stitches. And then this last stitch, I'll work into that very first stitch we did, just to close that gap we have and hide the ridgeline as much as possible. Now, since we have again this stitch higher than the previous round, we'll just slip stitch few stitches more to bring it to the same level. Cut the yarn and pull it out. Now for the last time, we'll do that nice seamless connection. And our daisy boater hat is all finished. This fun hat is great for spring or summer. It's made from 100% paper raffia and can be crocheted up in a weekend. And with basic stitches, this hat shapes up very quickly. The daisy granny squares might be the only thing you'll struggle with, as I said before, mainly because of those cluster stitches. But with a step-by-step tutorial, which I'll link in the description box, you should be all set. I do offer a written pattern for this hat in different sizes, all the way up to adult XL. And saying that, I want to give my thanks to all of the wonderful ladies who helped me test all those different sizes. And I love how their daisy boater hat versions came out. So make sure you check their accounts and see all of their wonderful work. For all of you who are not so good with reading patterns, this would be the best way to learn, watching the video and having the pattern in front of you to follow. So I would definitely encourage you to do so. The pattern has all the steps explained, and it also includes granny square pattern and diagram as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in comment sections below, and I'll make sure to answer all of them. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell button so you don't miss any videos I post. That will help other people find my videos as well. And I would love to see your finished work, so make sure you tag me on social media when you post it. To see more of my work, visit my other social accounts, which I'll link in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.